Hello and welcome. My name is Matthew Wilcox. I'm a student at Westfield State University, and I'm an English major with a concentration in literature. Over the course of the spring 2021 semester, I worked at Care for Creation, an internship at the Albert and Amelia First Interfaith Center. Care for Creation is an environmental justice project from the Albert and Amelia First Interfaith Center, which is located on the campus of Westfield State University. The goal of this project is to promote conscious engagement with creation as a whole, and in doing so, inspire our readers to be stewards toward creation. This project was facilitated by Father Savage and Colleen Malika, who designed a program that would work along the philosophies of Care for Creation, in which I've developed writings, a website, and resource materials for the Interfaith Center moving forward. I should make a note that this happened in spring of 2021, which unfortunately coincides with the COVID-19 pandemic. The result of that means that most business, education, and of course this internship were conducted online and socially distanced, which does change the context of this work. Now, the first thing that we addressed within this internship was reading material. We tackled a wide array of readings that featured different philosophies, and wisdoms regarding environmental knowledge as shared through the context of religion. The first being Braiding Sweetgrass, which tackled indigenous wisdom. And moving forward, we had Spiritual Ecology, which is a series of essays on the subject of ecological wisdom through the lens of different philosophies and religions, as well as Laudato Si, which is Pope Francis's work on the ecological conservation philosophy. Additionally, we had another piece of writing called Dumping in Dixie, which is Robert D. Bullard. He wrote this as an account of both the scientific and historic, as well as his own personal experiences facing race and environmental justice. This became a particularly good historic element of this. Personal Climate Story was the first project that I worked on at the Interfaith Center, and it featured David Sobel's Everyone Ought to Have a Ditch. The primary function of this piece of writing was to inspire our readers to have transcendent experiences in nature, and in doing so, we'll develop a philosophy on environmental justice. This continued into our newsletter, which featured developing your own climate story and a reflection on my own personal climate story in order to inspire our readers. And then further, it addressed Dr. Robert D. Bullard's work with a series of excerpts, as well as promoting awareness as a key to pursuing social justice. This principle flowed through the remainder of our semester and focused on the tagline, "In order to care, we must be aware," reinforcing the ideas of all that we had read. After the newsletter was developed, I began to work on a website for the Albert and Amelia First Interfaith Center. It began just for the Care for Creation program itself, but it developed outward as a resource tool and as a vehicle for my own writing within the Interfaith Center internship. That writing was a result of my blog posts. These blog posts tackled a variety of different issues correlating to either what we had read or projects that were coming up for either the internship itself or the Interfaith Center as a whole. One example of which would be responding to this particular image in context of our theme of awareness as we had developed in our original newsletter. This is what became a resource both for the Interfaith Center and, as I had mentioned, it expanded my writing experience. It gave me experience writing to a different audience. The next newsletter that we had worked on was for April and May, which took the theme of awareness and brought it forward into action through the lens of integration and intention, a philosophy of taking the world around you, bringing it into yourself, and in turn, making decisions with intention. This was contextualized by the blossoming of spring and the desire to get out and connect not just with those around you, but also with nature itself, which flows through our Care for Creation philosophies. Later in the semester, and in blog post format, I wrote on the meditation garden that the Interfaith Center is planning. Given the plans to develop a meditation garden on the campus of Westfield State University Interfaith Center, I was tasked with writing eco-conscious elements of our proposal in order to manifest the spirit of care for creation within the project. One of the examples of this would be my writing on the use of fertilizers. I made a sincere case against the use of synthetic fertilizers in favor of the use of organic fertilizers within our plans for the meditation garden. The reason for this would be due to the ecosystems that get harmed through synthetics while they aren't harmed through organics. Skills that I've learned over the course of this semester were critical reading and research, writing for different and varied audiences, as well as writing with intentions beyond the classroom. These skills are valuable for a writer moving forward, as well as for anyone involved in fields beyond college. Additionally, I worked on website development, which was a brand new set of skills for me that I had no experience on prior and developed dramatically over the course of the semester, as well as I was working on and developed and continue to learn in the field of deadline publication and time management. In conclusion, the English department internship at Westfield State University in association with the Albert and Amelia First Interfaith Center gave me an incredible opportunity, and they can do the same for you. If you're someone who's watching this in preparation for discovering what, if any, internship is available for you, please consider it and have a nice day.